Welcome to KCXW Showcase, coming from the Extreme Wrestling Center.
Coming up first in action, we have the Iron Pitbull with Richard Goldman. And then following that, you will see singles action from Clay Huna. Stay tuned, folks. It's time for Showcase. Hear the ominous tunes coming in already.
That can only mean one thing, the Iron Pitbull with Richard Goldman. I'm Donnie Kong here with Jew Vice on commentary today for KCXW Showcase.
And you could hear the ring announcer right there, 6'4", 370 pounds. You are talking about an absolute monster of a man inside of that ring. Iron Pitbull, absolutely nothing that you want to be taking lightly, to use the phrase, I guess. But he's got the Marksman going up against him tonight. So Marksman, obviously former champion, this will be a good test.
And even Marksman's got to know that this is a formidable opponent for anybody in KCXW.
Absolutely, just the size, the build, all of it. And I think we got a technical. Look in the projections folder. And yes, we do have Marksman's music in there as well. Check the Marksman. And now you hear it, the siren, the booming bass. It can only mean one thing. Former KCXW Kansas City champion, the Marksman, on his way out now.
And you know he's ready for action. He loves to mix it up, especially when it's one of Richard Goldman's hired goons.
Absolutely. We saw that last year when Tobias Storm was working for Goldman, and we saw what Marksman was willing to do to get the job done, heading up against Tobias Storm. So this is nothing more than, and he's got Old Glory in tow. The allied powers of themselves looking at him right here. You've got Old Glory, you've got the Polish Pride and the Marksman. Ladies and gentlemen, he looks absolutely energized for this one.
And here's the thing, these two have been absolutely jacked ever since they've gotten together. I mean, the way their energy plays off one another, you know when they're training with each other, they're bringing out the best.
Absolutely, that was the thing that the man behind Old Glory was missing. That's what Marksman was able to bring back out of him, that passion, that drive for each other to keep it rocking, to keep it rolling. And Marksman a little slow getting up onto the apron there.
Yeah, look, he's got a different look in his eye than usual.
And I mean, I'm not sure what's going on there. He seems to be, he's resting on the corner there. This is absolutely unusual behavior for the Marksman. Usually he is, and wait, Marksman's gone down. Referee checking on Gerard Jaworski there, but I mean, he is down, and the referee is calling for help.
I am at a complete loss for words. I've never seen anything quite like this.
I mean, he's not even moving right now.
We've got help on the way here.
Looks like we've got some EMTs, a couple of security staff making their way out there now.
I am speechless.
Yeah, this looks rough. I mean, he's absolutely motionless out there.
And a rough last few months for Gerard Jaworski. He had that injury issue that Hard Luck Hal Rogers caused with the wrench attack. Absolutely. Several wrench attacks.
Yeah, I mean, it was a rough few months getting up to that title match. And then even in the title match, the Hard Luck, he goes for those cheap shots. He goes for those extra things, and it's certainly something that wears on the body. And I think between that and trying to get CK Cosmic to his Old Glory ways, it looks like Marksman may have It looks like Marksman may have run his battery out, it seems like. They're now getting him up onto the gurney. This is...
Well, and that's the thing. Even just the training to be able to get in the ring, you know, those miles add up. And we don't know exactly what's going on right now, but, you know, all of our thoughts and best wishes are to Gerard Jaworski and his family right now.
Absolutely. And now they're making their way out now.
I really hope that he's all right, folks. We never want to see that.
I guess we have a winner. Look at that.
And Goldman taking full advantage of the opportunity.
Well, a win is a win in the book of Richard Goldman.
To one of the most fierce competitors that KCXW has ever seen.
And now taking full credit for the condition of the Marksman.
Come July 20th at Extreme Freedom, not only do you have to face the Iron Pitbull, but me as well. I say, you better get another stretcher ready.
I mean, it's possible that something could have happened back in the back. I mean, we don't know the ways of Richard Goldman and the Iron Pitbull. They may have attacked the Marksman before this match even.
And that grin on Goldman's face just absolutely disgusting me right now. Here we go. Things are definitely about to pick up now that Tobias Storm has entered the ring.
And now Storm squaring right up with the Iron Pitbull, going toe for toe, ducking
he is
shots.
Throwing hands.
Series of rights, ducking under. Big Enziguri topples, not taking him over. Huge knee.
Tobias is throwing everything he's got at the Iron Pitbull right now.
And Goldman from behind with the club.
With the gold-plated putter.
And that evened the odds very quickly. And down goes Storm.
And it doesn't take much. The Iron Pitbull is nothing to laugh at.
I mean, let's be perfectly honest. This was a foolish move on Tobias's part. You've got two guys standing ready in the center of the ring, and you walk essentially right into a trap. You can't have expected anything other than this to have happened.
This is one situation I can think of where, you know, the advisor role of Richard Goldman would have came in handy because I would have kept him out of the ring.
Absolutely. Huge power slam, and Tobias Storm has just been flattened on the mat.
You can just see the pain shooting up the spine of Tobias Storm.
And Goldman mocking the 3 count.
This is not an official victory in the record books for the Iron Pitbull, but still.
Ladies and gentlemen, they are making one major statement, pitting the Season of Excellence champion
exactly
right in the center of the ring after a vicious 2-on-1 attack.
Really making a mockery of the tournament as a whole with their actions there.
And a final boot to make the stamp as the 1%er and the Iron Pitbull leave Tobias in an absolute wake of destruction in the center of the ring.
And this is not something you want to see if you're a fan of the Season of Excellence champion, Tobias Storm.
No, we've seen the journey that he's gone through in the past several months to become that guy that everybody looks up to, and this is a hard shot to see.
You've got to wonder how this is going to affect his match coming up here.
Absolutely. Any kind of major injury like that, it can be a couple of weeks of recovery, and if he may have a match scheduled up in a couple of weeks, will he be ready to defend himself? Because that Season of Excellence title is always on the line.
You've got to wonder what Lady Pride has on her mind. A lot of cryptic allusions to Angel Shay recently, and hopefully we'll get some answers about that because it's really been troubling my mind lately.
Angel Shay, get out here, you lumbering lump of disappointment. I promise to make you cry, and I'm gonna do it more ways than one. Come on, little doggy.
The only disappointment.
Lady Pride with some pointed words for Angel Shay. We'll see what's going on here.
I'm just gonna say what I have to say. Lady Pride, did didn't always used to be extreme. And we, disgusting, used to be friends. Because of this, I know a great deal about your crippling shame. And a great deal about your dear departed mother. That's right. I remember her cookies. They were so warm and soft. Just like you. If she was here today, she would disown you. In fact, Angel, you once told me your mother has never come to see you wrestle. Oh. You know what? It's probably a good thing. Because if she'd have seen this, she'd have had a stroke before her kidneys did her in.
This is just absolutely terrible.
You've never accomplished anything in your wrestling career.
Beat her up.
You're a failure. You are a loser. And I'll say it again, but Shay, you are soft. And Extreme Freedom, I'm not only going to break your body, I'm going to show the rest of your family what a disappointment you are.
How could Lady Pride claim to be a former friend when she's talking to Angel Shay like this?
If you wish.
Soft. You're soft.
And Angel Shay going to work on Lady Pride. She's showing Lady Pride that she's anything but soft, but the Extremist able to take her down and out. Referee trying to get control over the situation, but this is getting ugly really, really fast. Somebody needs to get out there now. Angel Shay, 3-on-1 now. Disrespect with the slap to the face. The Extremists making a very, very strong statement against Angel Shay. I don't agree with it, but I don't have to. It's undeniably powerful when you leave your opponent helpless in the ring. I wonder how all of this is affecting the psyche of Angel Shay. She has been on such a hot streak lately, and now the Extremists doing everything in their power to hold her down. Assaulting her psychologically, physically, emotionally. Who's going to put an end to the reign of terror of the Extremists?
How about you fight a 3-on-3?
Now you see, that is how you send a message.
And undeniably, you guys did send a message. I hope you guys are proud of what you've done.
Oh, immensely proud. Absolutely. Angel Shay knows exactly what she's going to be walking into in July after that.
We've got Charlie Graham lighting the crowd up here at the Extreme Wrestling Center.
Absolutely. You met him earlier this year when he went up against myself and the rest of the Extremists. The XWC graduate, Tyler, he's made that step. He's taken the extra path forward, and now he has earned his right to assume the name that he wishes everybody remembers for the rest of time, Charlie Graham.
And he's doing his best to be remembered out there. I'll give him that. I'm wondering if he's still shaking off that pile driver through the table that he took.
I think the shakes are involuntary if he's got any after something like that. All right, making his way on out now. Clay Huna, former Season of Excellence champion, going one-on-one with a former protege here in Charlie Graham. Let's see what Charlie picked up in the University of Huna.
Knowing Clay Huna, he's not going to take it easy just because it's his former mentee.
Absolutely not. I mean, again, you're talking about a former champion here in KCXW. Clay Huna, he's a tough cookie. I've had to go against him on more than one occasion, and that man will bring it if he needs to.
Well, and if I remember correctly, Charlie Graham was his partner in that match.
Absolutely, and so they trained plenty together. Clay Huna absolutely knows probably everything that Charlie Graham knows. The trick here, if Clay Huna was a really good trainer, Charlie Graham does not know everything that Clay Huna knows.
And I think that's pretty safe to say. Clay Huna definitely has the experience advantage in this matchup.
He's got almost 9 years of experience working inside of this ring, working against several different opponents. He's been in lots of different opportunities. Clay Huna knows how to get it done with a rolling thunder clothesline of sorts, coming through the ropes, that unorthodox offense.
That was extremely impressive, and heading into Extreme Freedom, you've got to think Clay Huna is going to be on top of his game heading into that triple threat championship match against Hard Luck Hal and the Realist.
Absolutely. We were talking about all the different types of trials that Clay Huna has gone up against. Beautiful belly-to-back suplex there by Charlie. But Clay Huna has not been in this high caliber of a match with two different opponents, two different people that are willing to take those extra shortcuts. So he's going to have to keep his head on a swivel almost 360 degrees the entire time. It is certainly the biggest challenge that Clay Huna has been put in to date.
And I'm sure Clay Huna is going to have to use his head in more ways than one, passing out headbutts left and right.
Big, huge gourd buster slam as he drops Charlie right on his face. And you see Clay Huna firing it up now. He might be calling for that big, huge famouser. Dropping the leg.
There it goes.
And that wraps it up. Clay Huna putting the mentor down. Like I said, valiant effort from Charlie Graham. I'll give it to him, but the wisdom of the Huna certainly came through there.
You just don't get up from that move.
Absolutely not. He's hit me with that leg drop over the head before, and he's coming down with a lot of mass right across the back of the head, and a show of respect from the student and the teacher.
Hey, no love lost between those two.
Absolutely not. And that is probably the best use of that phrase I've heard in a while, because they actually do have that respect for each other, and they didn't lose it.